Aloha all. Lovely to connect with you on this incredibly magical, mystical, gorgeous day on Maui. I'm just still on the land where we had our beautiful sacred journey and Reiki trainings. Wanted to spend a little time recording this season's podcast, connecting with all of you all across the globe and sharing in this beautiful fall season, this time of harvest, this time of sharing, this time where the light recedes in the day and strengthens within. It's definitely a time of going more deeply inward and connecting with that luminous light within as we prepare for the holidays and Halloween, which is a beautiful time to connect with the invisible realm as we honor the dead and honor the ancestors, which is what we did quite a bit while we were here on island, connecting with the ancestors of this land, connecting with the ancestors of Reiki, connecting with our own ancestors, and connecting to their wisdom, their guidance, their inspiration. They actually say that in the golden age, in the new age, which we are all birthing, as the Aquarian age emerges and the Piscean age recedes, that this is a time where the veil will be thin between those on this earth plane and those in the inner realms, our ancestors, our guides, that that connection will be quite strong, and we will have much clearer and more direct connection and communication with our ancestors, as it should be, gaining their wisdom. It's been quite a magical couple of weeks here in Maui and Mu. We call Maui Mu, the land of Mu. It's actually all the Polynesian islands are known as the land of Mu, this time of Mumeria, this time where we lived in harmony with all of life, with each other, with the land, with the ancestors. We had a great awareness of the system of Reiki, though I'm sure it was called something different, but we worked with light and energy in a way to support harmony and vitality and ease and flow. And, this very much is felt when we're on Hawaii and when we're on Maui, particularly for myself. And when we gather together as a group, one of the beautiful things that occurred for us during the Maui Sacred Journeys and Reiki Trainings was a really beautiful, harmonious flow with each other, and a real beautiful sharing and caring. And even amidst some of the challenges that emerged, there was such a beautiful sharing and caring. And we really delved in that luminous light presence of this season, especially working with the advanced and master trainings, working with the master Reiki symbol, very much immersing ourselves in light. And that presence of light that has no beginning and no end, and that honors the dark, that illuminates the shadows so that there's harmony between yin and yang. And one of the beautiful things that we had an opportunity to do while together was merge and enjoy the combination of Reiki, Kundalini Yoga, and Huna practice, which is very much nature-based practices in which we honor the land, in which we open to receive the blessings of the land, but also conversely bless the land back. And we all discovered how that brought so many blessings. We had a beautiful experience where we invoked all the symbols while we were in the water and got greeted with the most magical experience where a beautiful sea turtle appeared and out of like nowhere, and came around us in an area where there was quite a few people where I've never seen a sea turtle emerge, and made a beautiful circle around our entire group that happened to have been in a circle. So very much symbolic of the circle of life, the connection of life, how we're really all truly connected. And that's the beautiful thing about what Reiki does for us, is it reminds us of that connection with our true self, with ourself, with each other, with the world around us. And that is what Huna is, the practice of Polynesian spiritual practice that allows us to live in that connection at all times, honoring ourselves, the land, each other, the invisible realm, and enables us to live abundantly and harmoniously. This, of course, is also true of Kundalini Yoga as well, reminding us of what is always present, what is always here. You know, the golden chain. We talk about that in Kundalini Yoga when we tune in, opening up to the ancestors and their guidance and wisdom, which supports us in awakening to our true and highest self. And these practices, you know, I'm constantly amazed at the interconnection between these practices, and we discovered and learned on this journey that the practice of Huna, the Hawaiian hula practice as well, shares a very similar connection to the three diamonds, three energy centers that Reiki does, and then also, you know, emphasizes the energy center that's emphasizes in Kundalini Yoga, which is the navel point, and in Reiki we know it as the Hara, and in Hawaii it's also referred to as the Hara, which is the point of gravity in a hula practice. It's the place from which there is instruction to move from. It's the place of cultivation in the same way that we do in Kundalini Yoga, and very much emphasized in Reiki, as I've spoken to you about before, but I really feel like I can't speak about this enough, the importance of our connection to our Hara center. And as I was teaching the training, we were exploring the three diamonds, the Hara, the heart, and the third eye. And one of the students, who's also a good friend of mine, who's also a hula practitioner, shared with us that this is also emphasis in spiritual Hawaiian spiritual practice, the Hara, the heart, and the third eye. Really important energy centers for us. The Hara particularly grounding us, and often when we are in stress, the Hara center, it's at the navel point, just 2 finger width down from the belly button. And when we're in stress, it's often the place that we compromise, and it's the place that in stress can support us the most. And it's in the it's located in the front of the body, but encompasses the entire circumference of this lower part of our body, encompassing the adrenals and the kidneys, which can often get quite tapped in our day-to-day lives. And so in this podcast, as we are on Mama Maui, I want to journey with you and invite you to deepen in this fall season in your breath, deepen in your connection to your Hara, and deepen in your awareness of the vitality that lives there. And you know, one of the beautiful things that we experience when we're here on Maui, on Mu, is we get to really experience incredible beauty that is really always all around us. And there are certain parts of the world that it becomes more evident. But it also reflects back to us what's really within us. One of the teachings of the land of Move, Lemuria, of this time, is that, and really of the Hawaiian Islands, is that the islands live within us. They actually say that all the Hawaiian Islands represent the 7 major chakras, like the rainbow, and that the vitality, vibrancy, the beauty, the brilliance, the magic, the mysticism of the islands is in our very body, in our very spirit, in our very being, should we wish to access that. And the beautiful thing about our daily Reiki and yoga practice, Kundalini yoga practice, particularly because we work a lot with the aura, the magnetic field, the arc line, the chakras, is that we get to experience that and revitalize that and enrich that and support that rainbow field in our very beings. And we get to live from that place. And, this land sparks that, awakens that. That's part of the nature-based practices. We come and we journey to be inspired, to be reminded of what's within us, so that we can return in our day-to-day life and live that aloha, live that rainbow awareness in every moment, through the challenges as well as the beauties and the triumphs. And we can bring that rainbow experience, that luminescent experience, to all of our experiences. That is really the promise of what this new age is that we're all tuning into. We have an experience of a world that's quite in chaos and sometimes looks like it's falling apart, and quite humorous in many ways. And it's very easy to forget that that is part of the crumbling of the old as we are birthing the new. We are creating the new. And we create that through our awareness of these aspects of ourselves, through our connection to the ancestors, the wise ones, through our connection with our inner wisdom, our inner truth. And the gifts of these practices that we have enables us to do that on a daily basis. So we can create on a daily basis rather than react, rather than turn on the news, watch all that is happening and fall into the space of victimhood at a world that seems to be in absolute upheaval. And often we forget that crisis or upheaval is necessary in order to facilitate something new, in order to create something new. What our practice enables us, and our practice is not just in the morning and the evening, it's throughout the day. It's bringing the 5 Reiki principles throughout the day, the 5 Aquarian Sutras of Kundalini Yoga throughout the day, that there is a way through every block, that when we vibrate the cosmos will clear the path. And so what happens when we hit crisis in our personal worlds or in our global worlds, we have these tools to be able to learn through these experiences, to grow through these experiences, to be present with the experience and to allow it to flow and transform. And all of this is definitely connected to these deep breaths. When we hit crisis in our personal lives or in our global world, our breath can get very shallow. We forget the very source that takes us back to our wisdom, to our connection to Mu, to our connection to our energy source, our Hara, our heart, our third eye. And so I want to encourage you in this season of light from within, this season of depth, the season where we go more inward, even in the festivities that we share as we share the harvest season, to remember your breath, to come back to the depth of your breath. As you're walking about your day, as you're at your desk in front of the computer, as you're driving around, doing your errands, as you're in the middle of a meeting, as you're tending to your children, remember your breaths. Remember your deep breaths. And remember the incredible power that lies within you through your breath and through cultivating that breath to fill your power centers. And as we're here on this beautiful land of Mu, I'm going to journey with you through the 3 diamonds that we reference to in Reiki, and combine them with the mantras of Reiki. And even if you're not trained in Reiki, you can join in and just gain benefit from the practice. And so as we delve in this practice, I also just want to touch on one of the awarenesses that I had on the journey, actually, when we went with our group to a sacred ground and we're journeying. I often share with you all how we can take whatever challenges we may be going through and utilize it for soil to plant new seeds, utilize it to be energy, because all is energy and energy can be transformed. And so whenever crap hits the fan, you can utilize it to create fertilizer, to create compost, to plant new things. And I had the awareness on this journey that not only can you utilize that to plant new seeds, but you can actually also utilize it to support and give fuel for your wings. So when it gets really intense and there feels like there's a whirlwind that's happening, sometimes, we get spun out with it, or we get completely flatlined around it. But we sometimes forget that we can actually use that whirlwind for energy to help our wings to take flight. And that sometimes when there is hardship and intensities happening, around us, we sometimes feel like we have to fix it or get in the middle of it or do something about it, or just bear it. We often forget that we can actually spread our wings and make use of it and fly above it. Fly above it, and not only fly above it, but, fly with it. And it is completely doable for us to be in joy and in flight when those around us are challenged. And also ourselves, when we are in challenge, it is possible for us to have grief, to cry, to have anger, and to still take flight. One of the beautiful things about our practices and our breath is that it enables us to not have to live in those places. We can honor those emotions and allow those emotions, but we don't have to live in those places. And we can live from our consciousness rather than from our emotions. And we can also learn to not bear the burden of our work, of our families, of our world. The best way to serve all of them is to live joyfully and to allow them their joy as well, and to trust that there is an entire universe that is working along with us and supporting us, and to allow that universe to work for us and with us as we co-create together. So just taking an opportunity, finding a quiet space wherever you are, and if you're driving as we're doing this, of course, keeping your eyes closed, you can listen along, and then I suggest that once you reach your destination and can take an opportunity to go into stillness, you can more deeply enjoy this practice. So go ahead and take a few cleansing breaths, inhaling fully and exhaling, releasing. Bring awareness to your breath. Bring awareness to your sit bones on your seat, the soles of your feet on the earth. Deepening the inhale, deepening the exhale. Placing one hand on your Hara, that point between the, right below the navel center, and one on your heart. Inhaling, breathing in, filling up with that beautiful, nourishing, vitalizing energy of Maui. Just breathing her into your Hara as you exhale, circulating that through your tissues, muscles, and bones. Inhaling, filling in with Mama Maui, her delicious warm breeze, her blue waters, red, rich soil, and green fields. And exhaling, circulating it through your tissues, muscles, bones, and skin. And just continue in this way, inhaling, drinking in that primal force of Gaia, that primal force of Mama Maui. Exhaling, circulating that through your entire body. And if you're a Reiki practitioner, just tuning into that heavenly chi, Reiki, as it fills you. Often people experience that through the crown of their head, drinking that in through your third eye, into your heart, into your Hara. Exhaling, circulating it through your tissues, muscles, bones, skin, and aura. Inhale, filling, drinking in Reiki. Exhaling, circulating it, letting it feed every cell of your body as it turns everything back to its natural wholeness. And as you inhale now, breathing in that fullness of Gaia, that fullness of earthly chi, Mama Maui, and that fullness of Reiki, and then circulating out through the tissues, muscles, bones, skin, aura. As you just align with that rainbow bridge that you are, connecting heaven and earth within you, filling every chakra. And then we're going to move into 3 inhales, 1 exhale. I'm going to inhale, filling in the Hara. Inhale, filling in the heart. Inhale, filling in the third eye, the upper parts of your body. And then exhale, 1 long exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhaling each time in these 3 centers. Inhale. And as you do this, you're going to chant the power symbol with each breath. So the power symbol has 3 words to it. So you can inhale the first one at the Hara, the second one at the heart, the third one at the third eye. And then exhaling. And again, inhaling. And then exhaling. And a third time, inhaling. And exhaling. Once eyes closed, just tuning into that flow. And now we're going to accompany that with the master, Usui master symbol for those of you that have it. And we're going to inhale reversely from the third eye, the heart, into the Hara. And let's begin. As you chant each portion of the master symbol. And let's begin. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. And a third time, inhale. And release. Beautiful. Just deeply enjoying that breath as you connect heaven and earth within you, deeply grounded and connected to the earth as the power symbol connects us to, opening up to that flow of Reiki, and connecting to that unlimited force of light that the master symbol connects us with. And just continuing here, just in presence. Long, full, deep inhales. Long, full, deep exhales. Just feeling that expansive space within you, that luminous light within you, that radiant body that you are, the rainbow bridge that you are, which is actually scientifically measured. The biofield is measured scientifically as fields of energy surrounding the physical body that take on colorful hues. And I invite you to continue in this space of stillness. I invite you to continue with the 3 inhales, 1 exhale, accompanied with any of the Reiki symbols if you're trained in them. If not, just enjoying the 3 inhales, 1 exhale. Allowing yourself in this season, in this fall season, to bring the depth of your breath with you, to bring your connection to these 3 centers, the Hara, the heart, the third eye. And they say that it's heaven in the third eye, upper chakras, and earth in the Hara, and it's joined together at the heart. Enjoying the season where your heart is full, that you allow yourself the gift of reconnecting with the fullness of your heart in gratitude, as Makau Yusui taught us. It's a great medicine, daily medicine, living in that space of gratitude and devoting ourselves to our path and living in compassion for ourselves and for the world around us. And so, dear ones, so delightful to share this time with you, so delightful to partake in this feast of Mu with you, gently bringing yourself back into the space that you are, gently opening your eyes and bringing that luminescence with you wherever you go. I send to you such rich blessings in the seasons, such beautiful, radiant blessings in this season, that you may be able to fly, spread your wings, and enjoy this time of harvest, of sharing, of stillness, of depth, of reflection. They say that in this time, this is the time where the constellation, the Pleiadian constellation, is most visible, and they say in the ancient Hawaiian traditions that this is the season of celebration, where we actually can spend more time just in rejoicing in all the toils and all the works of the past 9 months, and these next 3 months is just an opportunity to just bask and enjoy what we've planted in this harvest season. So I wish you such a abundant harvest season of love and light. And I look forward to connecting with you all, via online. We have so many online opportunities for you, and I do have an upcoming Reiki tune-up and opportunity for Reiki practitioners to gather together. If you are a Reiki Unleashed practitioner and are in Los Angeles, October 22nd, please join us. And those that are not, you can actually join us via Zoom. It's a different pricing for you, so do email me and I'll send you that information. I will be also doing some delicious workshops, Reiki, Kundalini Yoga, sound baths in October. Everything is on my website, sacredventures.com. Do join me also for Reiki 1 and 2 in November, and Advanced and Master in December. Sat Nam, Namaste, much Reiki, aloha love.